Hello and welcome students. Today let's start the fifth chapter of your English literature book, which is a poem, I Dream a World, written by Langston Hughes. So this is a poem which is very interesting and which shows the poet's desire to live in a peaceful world. Let's take a look at the summary, at the theme. So, the theme of the poem is that I Dream a World is about hope for equality and end of discrimination in humans. In this poem, the poet expresses his desire to live in a world free from any discrimination based on caste or color. He wants that the world should become a better place to live. So, the poem is about hope for equality. Equality, समानता, बराबरी. End of discrimination, भेदभाव का अंत. किन में? Humans में. In humans. In this poem, इस poem में, the poet expresses his desire. Poet की desire है, desire, इच्छा. His longing is to live in a world. ऐसे संसार में रहना चाहता है जिसमें कोई डिस्क्रिमिनेशन, कोई भेदभाव नहीं है बेस्ड ऑन कास्ट और कलर. किसी भी तरह के बेसिस पे, स्पेशली कास्ट और कलर के बेसिस पे डिस्क्रिमिनेशन ह्यूमंस में ना हो. वो चाहता है कि वर्ल्ड जो है बहुत बढ़िया बेहतर प्लेस बन जाए, जगह बन जाए लोगों के रहने के लिए. सो लेट्स नो समथिंग अबाउट द पोएट. Langston Hughes, he was born in 1901 and he died in 1967. He was an American poet, social activist, novelist, playwright, and columnist. He was an African American writer whose poems, columns, novels, and plays made him a leading figure in the Harlem Renaissance of the 1920s. So he was the most celebrated figure of the 1920s. During the period of Harlem Renaissance, he gave a lot of literature. So this is the picture of the poet, and he dreamed of peace and equality. This is the theme of your poem. Let's discuss the pre-reading task first. If you want to make this world a better place to live in, what would you like to add to it? अगर आप इस धरती को एक बेहतर जगह बनाना चाहते हैं रहने के लिए, तो आप उसमें क्या ऐड करना चाहते हैं? ये क्वेश्चन आप सभी स्टूडेंट्स के लिए है. दिस इज फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू. What would you like to be eliminated? Eliminated means removed. What would you like? आपके हिसाब से क्या ऐसी चीज है जिसको खत्म कर दिया जाना चाहिए? Make to separate lists of additions and deletions with reference to political, economic, and social conditions that you and your friends want. So you have to make two separate lists. One should be of additions, what should be added to the earth, what should start happening, and what should be deleted, the deletions. This has to be in reference with the political, economic, and social conditions prevalent in the country. So this is your pre-reading task. Now let's take a look at the poem. In the first stanza, this is actually a poem which is of 16 lines, and there are 4 stanzas, as you can see, the first one, second, third, and the fourth one. Each stanza has 4 lines here, and I leave the rhyme scheme up to you. You have to find out what rhyme scheme we have. For a clue, I'm just mentioning that we have man in the first line. The next is a different sound, which is corn. The third is earth, which is again a different sound. And the fourth one is adorn, which sounds similar to one of the sounds we have had in the above three lines. So you have to find out the rhyme scheme of the poem, and you already know how you have to find it out, and you are aware about it since you were in 6th standard. So on that note, let's start reading the first stanza. The first stanza says, I dream a world where man no other will scorn, where love will bless the earth, and peace its paths adorn. Okay? In the first stanza, the poet begins by telling that he dreams a world. He opens the poem with the imagination that he has in his mind based on the theme of the poem. He says that he dreams of a world where man no other will scorn. Scorn means a feeling of hatred, of disgust. It means a position wherein a person is looked down upon by others. जिस तरह से दूसरे को नीचा दिखाना या उसे जो है अपने आप को दूसरे से बेहतर समझना. सो ये इन द फर्स्ट टू लाइन ही सेज कि वो ऐसा संसार चाहता है जहाँ पे इंसान किसी दूसरे को, मैम नो अदर, यानी कि इंसान एक दूसरे को, कोई एक इंसान किसी दूसरे को जो है नीची नजर से ना देखे, किसी को घृणात्मक नजर से ना देखे. Where love will bless the earth and peace its paths adorn. So he says कि love जो है, प्रेम जो है, वो इस धरती को bless करेगा, वो इस धरती में प्रेम जो है उत्प्रोत कर देगा, प्रेम भर देगा. और पीस यानी कि शांति, शांति जो है उसके रास्तों को, उसकी हर एक जगह को सजा देगी. Adorn means to beautify, वो इसे और अत्यधिक सुंदर बना देगी. So in the first stanza, mainly the poet talks about dreaming of a world where people have no hatred in themselves for others and love and peace prevail all around the world. In the second stanza, he again starts with his dream. He again says, I dream a world where all will know sweet freedom's way, where greed no longer saps the soul, nor avarice blights our day. So here again he says that he dreams of a world, वैसे संसार की कल्पना करता है जहां सभी, where all will know sweet freedom's way, जहां सभी को अपने मन मुताबिक करने की आजादी हो, किसी में भी किसी भी तरह का द्वेष ना हो एक दूसरे के प्रति, हर एक को अपनी मनमर्जी का करने की पूरी फ्रीडम हो. Where greed no longer saps the soul, जहां ग्रीड यानी कि लालच किसी भी आत्मा को जो है ना झकझोर करे, ना रोक करके रखे. Nor avarice blights our day. Avarice, the want to have so many materialistic things. Avarice is a situation wherein people want one materialistic thing after the other. If you have a fancy pen, you may want some other. Then after you get the other, you may want for another thing. So that's avarice. Blights means destruction, to ruin it. So avarice यानी कि इन मटेरियलिस्टिक चीजों की चाह जो है हमारे दिन को या हमारी जिंदगी को बर्बाद, रून, ब्लाइट ना लेकर आए. So that's how the second stanza ends. In this stanza, the poet is expressing his desire for freedom for one and all, and he wishes that greed and the desire for multiple materialistic things should go away from the human beings. In the third stanza, he now says, a world I dream, where black or white, whatever race you be, will share the bounties of the earth, and every man is free. So in this stanza, he says, a world I dream, मैं एक ऐसे संसार की कल्पना करता हूं जहां पे कि काला या गोरा means racism. In this stanza, for the first time, he mentions that he is writing this based on the discrimination that people are being given based on their color. So he says that whether people are black or white. Recently, you may have heard news of a person being shuttered to death. So, this kind of discrimination between people is not only prevalent in our country, but it is also prevalent in different countries around the world, in different religions, based on different backgrounds of people. And in America, it is majorly the discrimination between the Americans and the Africans. There are many Africans who are settled in America and still they face discrimination by other people. So he mentions the same thing, the same idea here. He says, a world I dream where black or white, whatever race you be, मतलब आप किसी भी संप्रदाय के हों, will share the bounties of the earth. Bounties means blessings. And every man is free. So in the third stanza, he says that people of whichever color, caste, race, or creed will share the blessings given by God equally on this earth and they will be free to move anywhere. Now in the last stanza, he says, where wretchedness will hang its head and joy, like a pearl, attend the needs of all mankind. Of such I dream, our world. Now, in the last stanza, he has changed the way he began each and every one of his stanzas with the line, the dream of the poet. Here, he starts the stanza with the line, where wretchedness means दुखदाई समय. It will hang its head. बुराई जो है वो अपने आप खत्म हो जाएगी. Hang its head as if it will kill itself, seeing the free spirit in people. So this wretchedness, this pitiful situation, ये जो दयनीय हालात हैं जो कि बुरी स्थितियां पैदा करती हैं, ये अपने आप ही खुद को खत्म कर लेगी. And joy like a pearl, joy खुशी, like a pearl, एक पर्ल की तरह, एक मोती की तरह, जैसे सीप में से मोती निकलता है समुद्र में से, ठीक उसी तरह से खुशी भी जो है वो एक मोती की तरह जो है निकल आएगी और अटेंड करेगी, यानी कि फेवर करेगी, ध्यान देगी जितनी भी नीड्स हैं मैनकाइंड की, लोगों की, इंसानों की, उनकी ओर. Of such I dream our world. So on this note, the poet ends his poem by saying that bad situations will die themselves and joy will come out victoriously, and it will happen to attend the needs of all humans in the world, and that is the dream world of the poet. Now, I hope you have understood the poem. We will discuss the figures of speech in this poem later in the next paragraph. So next is your home task, which is you have to do the pre-reading task and find out the rhyme scheme of the poem. Also, you have to use the difficult words in sentences of your own. There are several difficult words in the poem. You have to write down their meanings and use them in sentences of your own. Last, I would like to end on the note that you should keep learning and keep growing. Thank you.